Hello, welcome to another episode of Drawing with Bubbles. Today I'm drawing Katniss Everdeen from the Hunger Games trilogy. This picture was requested by Phil Land. He just commented in my last video, and now I'm drawing it. You guys can also leave your comments in the comments of this video, or any other video that I have, and then I will draw it as soon as I can. And surprisingly, the thing that gave me the most trouble in this piece was not her detailed outfit, but her face. I redrew it like 3 or 4 times, I think. The one I have right now, I think, is the one that I go with. I don't even really like how it looks right now, but somehow I fixed it in the line art. I don't know. I'm happy with how it ended up, so wherever I fixed it, I guess that's great. Now I'm finished with the second sketch layer, and I'm starting on the line art. Similar to in my Harley Quinn video, I used a smaller ink brush, 5-point brush, for 2 reasons. One, I just like the detail that it can get, so that I'm not like having to press really light and then it looks wobbly, and then I don't like that. And the other reason is that I like how the Harley Quinn picture turned out. I mean, besides the proportions, but for the most part. And so I want to use this kind of line art again, because that was one of the things that I liked. So this line art is a pretty long and boring process because her outfit is complicated, and I went a little bit insane and tried to add as many random folds as I could. The jacket looks kind of weird to me, but that's how the texture looked in the reference image I used, so I guess I'm gonna go with it. Same with the pants. Like, just looking at the photo, it kind of looks weird, but it fits, it works, so I just went with that. And now I'm coloring the skin, but I think in a minute I'm going to turn off the color in the skin because I'm adding a bow and arrow and arrows on her back. I wasn't going to add bow and arrows because, I mean, we all know that when we're going to draw Katniss, our first instinct is to draw her pulling an arrow back with her bow, about to shoot something, blow it up, you know, that cool thing. But I tried to refrain from doing that because that's how I always draw her in my sketchbook, and I wanted to mix things up. Although I didn't really end up mixing things up, since the pose I ended up with is her just standing there. But you know what? I tried. Coloring the eyes, and then the rest of the face, and then I'm going to move on to coloring the outfit, which is just a bunch of gray and tan and brown. So I just need to think of something to talk about while I watch myself color this. It was boring to do, and it's boring to watch, but I don't know. The end was fun because while coloring this, I refrained from coloring. Like, she has a little orange stripe on both sides of her sweatshirt, and I knew it was going to be fun to draw in comparison to the rest of it, or color in the comparison to the rest of it. And so I refrained, and then when I finished, it was like a treat. And that's how I keep myself drawing, I guess. Another thing that was fun to color was that zipper, which I don't know what I was thinking, but I added a bunch of detail to the zipper, like all those little stripies. So I turned off Katniss and I started a thumbnail because I decided to add a background. Mostly because I got excited that I got a request. So I went overboard, but that's okay. I mean, I'm not completely happy with the background, how the background turned out. But I guess I couldn't expect to be. I hardly ever draw backgrounds. So this is a little treat for everyone, if you can call this a treat. I only added line art to part of the background, the part that Katniss would be standing on. Otherwise, I felt like it would look really cluttered. And I'm adding a bunch of trees and a background color, some rocks, all that fun stuff. For the leaves on everything, at first I was going to draw it in the style that you see now with all like the dots, but it didn't really look like leaves, so I just tried a different method using a brush I have. I like it better. It doesn't have quite the texture I wanted, but it has a better texture than the dots, so, you know. Then I added some light, now I'm adding the Katniss, put her in there. Right now she's a bit smaller than how I ended up with. She blended in too much when she was that small, so I made her a little bigger and then made the tree bigger. And here's the finished illustration. Remember to rate, subscribe, and comment your own suggestions below. Bye!